Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1.
Sale. 4 sale. Eso, vamos, cintura. 10 segundos, 10 segundos. Bien, bien, eso. ¡Tiempo! Eso ahí. Muévete. Vamos.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. I was born ready. And I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. May 6th cannot get here soon enough. It just turned April. I'm looking forward to May 6th. Big fight on the books. Canelo Alvarez, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I'm looking forward to it. I did an Ego Weight Watchers video. Make sure you guys check it out. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He looks ripped. He still has some way to go from his estimated weight. They're saying he's about 176, 178, something like that. So to get to 164.5, how's it going to look? Now, speaking of how someone's going to look, you see Canelo, he's moving up 10.5 pounds, this added weight, and he looks damn good. That boy good. You guys seen the clips at the beginning? The hand speed is still there. Canelo has slow feet, but his hand speed is fast. He has fast hands, and it looks like he's carrying that up. I told you guys in the video yesterday, I really don't see Canelo having a problem carrying his power up. I think he has the frame, technique, and torque, the way he delivers his punches. So I really don't think his power won't carry up. I think it will, in fact, carry up to 160 plus pounds, where you guys got to respect his power. And he looked good, even his defense. He clearly has more defense than Chavez Jr., more defense than Gennady Golovkin. See, the thing I like about Canelo, and as we get closer to possibly seeing Canelo Golovkin, a lot of variables. Like, one, I want to see, we've seen Canelo hurt versus Jose Miguel Cotto. He was 19, but, I mean, you're born with the chin you have. Golovkin has a hell of a chin. So can he withstand Golovkin's shots? You know what I mean? Daniel Jacobs, a guy who's been knocked out, was able to. But, I mean, he's different. He has a bigger frame. I think he can box on his toes more than Canelo has showed, like in terms of like move and evade while throwing some shots. I don't know if that's really Canelo. I don't know if he has the stamina and or style, etc. to do that. But his defense is there. And that's another thing for the Golovkin fight that's very intriguing. He clearly has way better defense to me, way better upper body defense, upper body movement. You see him like checking and like slipping and countering. And I don't really see Golovkin do stuff. Like if you really watch boxing, not as a groupie, not as a radical fan for any one fighter, but you break down the sweet science, Golovkin, when he's under attack by a guy whose power you have to respect, Daniel Jacobs, even a Curtis Stevens, even Kell Brook, I want to say he freezes. He's like, he lets you get your load off before he resumes. It's like he's permanently in a block of ice and quicksand at that moment. Or if you're like, if you have respectable power and you try to walk Golovkin down and you're like, bop, 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 and you're just throwing like 3, 4, 5 punch combinations, he just tenses up, blocks, and he's like trying to slip, shift, and stuff as you throw punches. Versus not everyone does that. Like even Curtis Stevens, even watch the David Lemieux fight. David Lemieux has crazy power, which obviously showed up because he knocked Curtis Stevens out brutally. But even though David Lemieux has power, and I know Curtis Stevens had to have felt that, they both have power, but David Lemieux got cracks. And while under attack, Curtis Stevens was still trying to catch and shoot, where David Lemieux was like, and David Lemieux came out a little bit for my taste. I mean, it was looking great and it was crispy, but I don't know if somebody who's kind of struggled to make the middleweight limit and stuff, I don't know if coming out that frenetically and that aggressively would have been good had it went longer, because he exasperated a lot of energy in that first round, because he was throwing everything but the kitchen sink, and they were all loaded up shots and with bad intent, wide, just well, you know what I mean, like he's chopping wood or something. He was going ham. And even though he was doing all that with power that I know Curtis Stevens had to have felt, Curtis still was trying to time him, catch him, and shoot with the hook. And actually, when he got knocked out, they traded hooks. He hooked with the hooker. Pause. And that's why he got knocked out. But I don't see that with Golovkin. I don't really see him. If you're like Danny Jacobs, when he's letting off 3 and 4 combinations, I don't see Golovkin like trading with him. Like, okay, I'm going to slip that punch and then throw my right hook. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see him do that. But I've seen Canelo do it. I think one of the prime examples, because HBO camera slowed it down. Slow it down, I just dissed you. But for my battle rap fans, HBO, they did the slow motion of the sequence. Cotto threw out like a weak ass jab, like and it looked like Canelo was gonna do a pull counter. He pulled his head back to evade the jab, Cotto having shorter arms, so it didn't connect on Canelo. And then Canelo countered him with the fucking uppercut that was disgusting. And then Cotto, that probably hurt him, but he tried to respond with a hook of his own, and then Canelo rolled out from under the hook and evaded and slipped the hook. So I'm very impressed with Canelo's pedigree for such a B26. He's been in some big fights. I understand Floyd schooled him. Floyd dog walked him. That was embarrassing. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a learning lesson. He was calling out Floyd for at least a year and a half before they even got the fight. So I don't want to hear this, oh, he wasn't ready, he was still green. It doesn't matter. If he called him out, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm from the old school. Don't start none, won't be none. So if he wasn't ready or he was too green, then his team should have been like, fall back. You're not ready for Floyd. He's going to dog walk you. But that's not what happened. And they made the fight, and we seen what happened. But it was a good learning lesson for the young Canelo. And I knew he'd be able to bounce back from it because he was, again, young. And Floyd didn't knock him down or knock him out to the point where it's just like, oh, his career's over. You know what I mean? He just got schooled and beat up on him. But the Erislandy Lara fight was close. But even still, I've seen little improvements because I think he remembered the Floyd fight because Erislandy Lara was winning the first couple rounds easy, boxing Canelo. And then Canelo just kind of said, fuck it. And then just start putting crazy pressure, throwing heavy body shots. And we seen it seemed to bother Erislandy Lara because he became way more mobile and way less offensive. And it made for a close fight, a fun close fight and whatever. So I don't know. I like Canelo. He can scrap. That's basically what it boils down to. You guys seen the clips at the beginning. He looks focused. He looks hungry. And this is what I expect. Same thing from Chavez Jr. This is a big fight. It's big for boxing. It's big for Mexico. It's big for the Alvarez and the Chavez family name because their brothers have scrapped before. And the Alvarez family is like 1-0 because the Alvarez, Canelo's brother, beat Omar Chavez Jr. So this is a chance at redemption, a chance to recorrect some things from Chavez Jr.'s storied career. And it looks like they're both taking it serious, so I'm not going to sweat either one of them. I made a video about it. David Lemieux says he would love a Canelo fight. I think he's being put on the undercard for Canelo Chavez Jr. as a backup plan in case the Golovkin negotiations don't work. He's with Golden Boy, so that's an in-house fight. Should be fairly easy to make. Both guys have exciting styles. Canelo and David Lemieux both have power. If Canelo gets past Chavez Jr. and does it convincingly, then I personally don't mind a David Lemieux fight. But there's other options. I mean, there's a lot of fights. Like Jamal Charlo's at 160 now. I would love that versus Canelo. Put it in Texas. Charlo from Texas or reps Texas or whatever. And Canelo has a big fan base in Texas. There's a big Mexican Hispanic population in Texas. So that's an easy shoe-in for a fight. So there's options. But first, May 6th, he has to handle business. And it looks like he's taking it serious. Better head movement, better defense than Chavez Jr. But Chavez Jr. does bring some things like durability, size. He looks hungry. Should be a very good fight. You guys let me know what you think. Who are you picking to win? I will continue giving you guys premier coverage in the Boxing Ego, boxingego.com fashion. Let me know what you guys think of Canelo's work in the clips earlier. Drop that in the comment section. Make sure you guys share the video, like the video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.